Hi and welcome to my channel. My name's Tash and I'll be doing some resin with you today. So today's project is I'm going to attempt to do some bookmarks. I have not done bookmarks before, so bear with me. Don't mind the noise. I've got a little boy running around and some dogs running around, but they will not be in here, I promise you, when I do the pouring side of things. If you want to see more projects like this from me, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Now, today I am actually trying something I've never tried before, so I'm not that artistic, so we'll see how I go. So I'm going to try to paint it with some acrylic paint first and let it dry before I do some pouring. So let's see how we go. I'm going to give these lines a go and see how we go. Don't worry, I will speed it up so you don't have to sit here all day and watch me. Give it a bit of a clean when I have an axe and using some cotton buds. Use probably, some people call them something else. I've sprayed it with a bit of isopropyl alcohol and see how we go. Here we go, it comes straight off. Well, it's not that dry yet, so as you can see, I do not have the most steady of hands, so but we're getting there. But we can all learn together. I think I'm going to paint one with some paint pens and one with some mica powder. obviously. Alright, let's give this marker a go. It's on the heart. So I'm good at the acrylic. Might try some red marker and paint them. I'll go. But we'll see. And just tip the marker out, make sure. And yeah. Alright, so we'll get some resin into that and then see how it goes. Alright, so now these are dry. Kind of don't want you to take notice of this one because it did not come out any good at all. I have since brought off Amazon them little bottles with the pins and see that will help, because the paintbrush, as you can see, did not help. This one came out all right with the paint pens, but I accidentally left the lid off one because I couldn't find it. Now it's dry, so I'm gonna have to get a new one. And obviously you can't go wrong with mica powder. All right, so I'm actually gonna do it basic. Obviously next time I make a bookmark tutorial, I'd love to do something better, but these got patterns in it, so it's probably easier when I get bookmarks that don't have patterns in it to do it a different way. But here we go. We're gonna, so I love my glitter, so we're gonna have black with some very fine silver glitter through it. So let's see how it's gonna turn out. All right, mask on. All right, so I've already pre-poured some resin, so I have 1-to-1 resin. This is the stuff I use. I am going to try some other stuff, but I do really like this. But I've had a bit of a reaction. To the resin since having bub. Before I had bub, I hadn't dabbled in it that much, but I didn't react to it at all. So this is Harry and Wilma. It's actually really good. I don't get many bubbles and nothing with it. I really enjoy it, but I am going to try some other stuff and see if that works. I will show you when I start using it. All right. So I have put 50 mils of each of this in there. So 100 mils, because I reckon that's all we should need. And then what you do, you start mixing it, making sure until all the streaks are out, making sure you scrape down the bottom as much as possible, the sides and also the bottom, to make sure it is mixed evenly. So you just keep going until you have no streaks. I've already mixed this a little bit. I probably go faster than some people, but that's all right. I don't tend to get bubbles for some reason, but knowing my luck, I will eventually. I do get some bubbles, but
I shouldn't mix too fast, but I haven't had a problem with it yet. But I'm not telling you to sit there and mix it really fast. And I don't mix it that fast, but probably faster than they recommend. But yeah, just make sure you scrape down the bottom. Like I said, I've already mixed it a little bit, so it's pretty good anyway. You know, you do it for about 5 minutes or until all the streaks are gone. And then I'm going to tip it into another one. It's here. And add some of me. So we'll just put a little bit of black marker in it. Not too much. You don't want to have too much in there because it may not set. And we'll mix that through and see if it's enough, and if it's not, we can go some more, but it looks like it is pretty good. So you just stir it until it's all through and you can't see any of the powder down the sides and that. Like I said, I love my glitter, so I'm going to add just a little bit of, maybe just a big bit, but no, just a little bit of silver glitter to it. We'll mix that through, and I love sparkles, so that looks really good. I might add it just a tad more. I was going to go white, but I'm like, no. I don't really want any black and white things together, unless I'm asked to make it, but I don't sell anything yet. I'd like to, but let's see how we go. So that looks like enough. Just gonna clean. Oh, I don't let it set. Oh, I'm not, like I said, I don't really like it setting, so I just wipe it off with the, maybe like having a 16-month-old, a week-old, and a 2-year-old. I have a lot of nappy wipes anyway. All right, let's get pouring. All right. Oh, this looks pretty good. This one I don't think is going to come out any good, but we'll see. You never know. And this one may not quite have enough, but that's all right. I'll just get my, oh, come on. Well, we'll do. I think we're going to have to make a little bit more. That's all right. I've got plenty left over. So just work it in. Just work it in. And I also use some of these, toothpicks obviously. I like going around them, the little holes, just to make sure there's, you could use them to work it into, just to make sure there's no gaps. This one, so just to work it into the corner. Oh, this is looking pretty good. And this one as well, just to work it in, but I think we're going to need a bit more resin, but we've got some, so. Alright, we're just going to put a bit more resin in here. Might use it all, so that's alright. Right. There we go. That might need a little bit more, not much. A little bit more, not much. Oh, this needs a bit more. I use a heat gun. I don't use torches or anything like that. Just to make sure you've got no bubbles. I will come back in later to check. At the moment it's looking damn good. So I'll be back with you when we demold.
Alright, so time for the fun part. This is cured overnight. I don't think it's been curing. It hasn't been curing for 24 hours, but be good 16 to 18 hours. So we're going to give it a go by unmolding them today and see how they turned out. Alright, let's go. So I've never done bookmarks before, so we'll see. They are still a little bit bendy, but that's alright because I'll be sitting on a flat surface. Oh, I actually quite like that one. It turned out quite good. So this one, it actually turned out really good. Alright, for our next one. This one we use mica powder with, so I haven't seen them yet either, so this is the first time I've been seeing them. Oh, that actually turned out quite nice with the mica powder and then the black with the sparklies. I quite like that one too. Alright, so our next one is, as we know, the one that I kind of didn't do the best job with, the acrylic paint. I've never used acrylic paint before either, but it might come out nice. So you and me have both seen this for the first time, so time will tell. All right, let's have a look. Oh, you know what? For my first attempt, it's not too bad, but I've just went and got them little bottles that with the pinpricks that everyone talks about, so hopefully it will come out better. But you know what? It's not too bad. I can accept that. It's not too bad. All right, what's our next one? Either. All right, let's have a look at our next one. This one, ooh, I quite like that one as well. See, sometimes when you just throw things together, they turn out better than when you don't. So I quite like that one as well. I reckon that one's my favourite at the moment. But we do still have one more, and I probably should have come and checked this more because, as you can see, it has got a few bubbles in it. But I had to go out, so I wasn't here to keep an eye on it as much as I would have liked. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Oh, that is quite nice. But everyone has different tastes, so you may think they're not the best, but to me, I actually quite like them. Alright, except, it's alright. So now I'm going to go over and just check them. This one's pretty good. Nothing that needs fixing. Same as this one. This is actually pretty good too. I just run my fingers along here. This one's has, as you can see, this one has a little bit of a bump along here, so we can just get our, but some of it is because of the paint. I felt here it's a bit of a ridge, but there is paint there, so we can just go like that and smooth that out. And that's actually already sorted. Same as here. And that's pretty good now. They are a bit bendy still, but they will be staying sitting on this flat surface as well. Alright, so again, this one is actually quite good. And our last one, it's actually quite good as well. Alright, so the next step I do is I bought a heap of these tassels from Temu. They come, I think there's like 100 of them. 60. So I'm going to try and put some tassels on and do this red one, and I'm going to put a red tassel on it. They're actually quite nice, the tassels. And just close them up enough. Oh, close them up enough that they will fit through these little holes. I actually might try this as a toothpick. It might make it easier. So let's sit it there, as you can see, and get the toothpick. Oh, yep, that actually makes it quite easy. There we go. There's a little trick, and I've taught myself. And then get the tassel and just hang on, get the tassel part and put it back through. Sorry if you can't see it properly, through here, and feed it through. And there we go. So we've got our tassel on. All right. Just got to be careful with the toothpick. You can pull the threads on the little tassels. So if you're gentle, you should be right. You may have a better way of doing it than me. If you can close it up enough, you might be able to just poke it through yourself, but you probably could use anything to poke it through. Let's try the end of a paintbrush. Yeah, so see, if you had a thin enough paintbrush, this one's a bit too thick. I can't. Oh, we might. There we go. If you had a, yeah, I got it through, but if you had a thinner paintbrush handle, you'd be able to do it better. So you don't have to use a toothpick, you could use anything. And again, we just grab it like that and pull it through. And there we go. We have all of our bookmarks done, and I think they've turned out quite well, better than expected, so I can't complain there. So that is the bookmarks. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial today. don't follow me on this one. I think you probably could do a better job than me, but I think the others turn out really good. Marker powder is always a good thing to use, and paint pens, I've only ever used them on dominoes, so I think this one turned out quite well. So just if you want to see more videos like this and more resin craft from me, make sure to like and subscribe to my video, and I will make sure to put some more up as soon as I can. And have a good the rest of your day, and go out and do some resin and have some fun.